Welcome to the trap. Welcome to the trap.
Welcome to the trap. Welcome to the trap. Welcome to the trap. Welcome to the trap.
Let's go. Zen.
Trap.
Zen.
Trap.
Zen.
Trap.
Zen.
Trap.
Protect.
Yo, peace.
Protect your energy.
Alright, cool. Welcome to the Zen Trap Podcast. You're here with Yogi LG.
And Zen P.
Alright, we're back with another Zen Trap Perspective.
ZTP.
ZTP. This is basically our perspective of videos and books we've been reading, all to get us aligned and aware. We're recommending these, so we want you to watch them.
Highly recommend.
We want you to tune in, buy the books, read them. Nobody's paying us for this. We just think it's good for you and it'll help your life.
So our first video that we're going to review has been just one of the, I'm not going to say one of the best, but definitely one of the most memorable videos for me. For sure. The title of this video is Destroy Your Negative Thoughts to Achieve Your Dreams Today. It's with Big Sean and Jay Shetty. If you don't know, for whatever reason, Big Sean is a rapper. Jay Shetty, I don't even really know how to explain him. He's an author. He used to be a monk, or still is a monk. I don't even know how to describe it.
Spiritual guider, maybe.
Definitely should have did more research on Jay Shetty, but you can Google him yourself. He works closely with the Calm app. Has a book, Think Like a Monk. Highly recommend that too. Definitely will be in future episodes. But that's the video we watched. It's about an hour long. Again, highly recommend it. So Yogi LG, who would you recommend this video to?
I would recommend this video to everybody. I mean, I don't know one person that I wouldn't recommend it to. But if I had to be specific, give me a minute. If I had to be specific, Big Sean fans, I think anybody who listens to his music would appreciate his perspective. That's one. And then someone that has a dream, someone that has like a goal or something in mind that a lot of people out there are telling you, like, you can't do this. You're not going to be able to do it. The odds are bad, whatever they are. Someone that may be new to manifestation, maybe new to visualization, never heard of it, never done it before. I think this is a great video for you to watch. What about yourself? Who would you recommend it to?
You covered a lot of bases there. You did cover everybody, huh? Nah, I think I had something closer to what you were saying, but a little different. I would recommend this to definitely people, because how it hit home for me, because I was one of these people, is people that feel blocked in any way. Like, you feel like you're unaligned, like stuff you used to could do so easily isn't coming as quickly, or you're just in a rut. You just feel real complacent or something like that, and like you need a little re-energizer or refocus, like just to kind of hear, like almost like people when you go to church to hear the word and kind of get kind of a refocus. I would highly recommend this video to people feeling like that.
Absolutely, I agree. So, Zen P, how would you describe this video to someone who's never watched it? Like, what would you say? In
this video, pretty much Jay Shetty has a podcast and interviews people that he feels should be interviewed or have good information and stories in that. But in this video, you're going to learn about not only like Big Sean's mindset, but just in general how you can adopt a mindset like that and still feel true to yourself. Because I feel like, especially in the Black community and stuff, and for me, if I can speak for myself, when you think of like hippies and stuff, and I don't even know other words, but like those are the type of people that do yoga and meditation and things like that. Or like if you start to do yoga and meditation and you feel like you're gonna have to like change all these other things about you or something, when like you can do those things and still do some of the things that you still feel true to yourself. It's just how you apply them.
Absolutely. I think I would explain it as like just a video full of bars. Like, I haven't watched a video that has so many nuggets in it that I was like, oh yeah, that's gonna be good.
50-piece dinner. Waka flocka flames.
It is flames. It's tough though. Like, Jay Shetty and Big Sean dropped some bars in his video, and I loved every one of them. I've watched it like
full of bars.
Yeah, I watched it like 4 or 5 times already.
I have life sayings now from this video that I'm going to keep with me.
And you're gonna hear him a little bit later.
You're gonna hear him probably throughout. our podcast episodes as well. These have become common phrases in my lifestyle.
Well, we might hear them right now. What is your
Come on now.
favorite bar?
Godspeed. That ain't my favorite bar.
That ain't your favorite bar. That's a bar.
That's one
though.
of my favorite
That
bars.
is a
though.
bar.
That's one of the ones.
What's
that
your
stay with me.
favorite bar from this video?
My favorite bar. I got so many.
I know.
Got so many.
I know. Just give me one.
I
Just
know.
give me one.
I mean, look, if I can give you one off the rip, things don't work till you trust it first. That's just one off a rip. That's a mediocre bar.
Okay.
Oh, imagine if you in front of God
Oh, you stole
and
my bar.
or the universe,
Yeah.
and He says, "I'm gonna give you whatever you say,
Whatever you want.
whatever you say, whatever
Yeah,
you want,
whatever
whatever
you
you
say.
put
Yeah,
into the world.
for
That's what I'm
sure.
gonna give you." So if you're out here talking about, man, I ain't got it, I'm broke. Man, I ain't got it. Oh no, I can't do that. Man, I don't know about that. Whenever I do that, I get real nervous. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So, and again, I know the line in the middle where like it's a difference between being delusional and just speaking positivity just
Absolutely.
because versus talking bad on yourself. It's a thin line.
It's definitely a thin line.
But I think you really like that was gonna be your favorite boy.
I probably.
'Cause I got bars.
Maybe not. I got some more.
I know one that you probably would have been your
what?
second.
What?
Life is about technique.
I like the technique. That's a good one.
See?
That's very refined. It was a good comment. I liked
Or
it.
you definitely meditation is bathing of the soul.
That was fire. I'm talking about heat.
Come on now.
Meditation is bathing of the soul. If I had to pick out my favorite bar, was like if your higher self was walking with you and basically told you there was an invisible bridge in front of you, an invisible bridge that you just got to step out onto. Your higher self, yourself that's connected, that's in tune, that's aligned, is telling you like, go for it,
Go for it.
right? What would you do? Could you step out on that bridge? And maybe that's not even a bar, but just the
Nah, that kind
story
of goes
behind
into
it.
what we next talking about. Like, what's your favorite kind of like section or something like that?
So that was probably my favorite section of the video.
Why do you think that resonated so much with you?
I think to give you a little bit of perspective, I'm gonna go into some story time. Me and Zen P did a spiritual retreat.
Hey, wait. Is this our first drop of story time?
With LGMP. Story time. Story time. Story time. Story time. With LGMP. Story time. Story time.
But yeah,
Story time.
me
Story
and
time.
Zen P did
With
a
LGMP.
spiritual retreat that was life changing, life altering.
Highly recommend. And just to be clear, because when we told our friends we did a spiritual retreat, this was something that we just made up and did. This is not some like we went and drank Kool-Aid with other people.
Yeah, we didn't somebody didn't plan this
It
for
wasn't
us.
a day-to-day plan. It was something
We
very natural.
booked the Airbnb, went to some other place, stayed for 4 days,
Meditated, journaled,
Oh my
watched a
God.
whole lot of videos, read
Hiked.
some books,
just
ate what we want.
set with ourselves, set with
Highly recommend.
the knowledge we were getting. This is one of the
Self-care
first.
weekend.
This is one of the first videos we actually watched that weekend, and we were going on a hike, and there was a area where you could cross over it was like a river or something, right? And so you could like cross over to this bigger rock, but you had to walk on like this tree that it fell over, and this tree was like a little thin, and I was like.
She was a little shaky.
I was a little shaky. I was like,
no, not you. The tree.
the tree was,
a little,
the tree was
like a lot of tree.
the tree was a little shaky.
It looked sturdy.
It was a
but
little suspicious,
it was
right?
Iffy. It was iffy.
And so it was one of those things where like your foot can easily fit on it, but it's just like it's not a whole lot of space, right? So it ain't no big tree. It's like it's like this.
And this ain't no like raging waterfall either. But
Nah, it's a
You
river.
can definitely hurt yourself. and
Yeah, if
can
you slip and fall and-
you're gonna slide a little bit down the lake or whatever. But
down the stream. We know
a lot of stuff can happen. A lot of
stuff could go
things
wrong.
can happen.
But we had just watched this video maybe the day before, and P took a little second and like kind of hesitated, and he was like, "Nah, I can get across this. It's nothing." So he hops over there. So he was so confident, right? So I kind of walk up to it, approach it, put my foot on it, and I was like, "Oh, this ain't as stable as I thought it was gonna be." And so it was a full circle moment, right? We talked about like, just imagine this is an invisible bridge. your higher self is telling you can get across this bridge. It's just nothing can hold you back, like, but yourself, right? So it was just me telling myself, like, hey, step out on faith. Like, everything you need to know, everything you need to do in life, you got it. You got all the supplies you need. You got all the tools you need to get across here. Just do it. Everything you need to do this specific task, you already have.
How did it feel after you took that first step?
To be honest, after the first step, it was still scary, but it was the next step and the next step and the next step that made it like, all right, you got this. If you could do 1, you could do 2. If you could do 2, you could do 3. You could do 3, you can make it across, right? And that's kind of the motivation I had. But really thinking about that moment of, like, just imagine there's an invisible bridge to the path of what you truly want in life, what you truly want to be, where you truly want to get your career. There's an invisible bridge. You just got to start stepping out there and believing that you can do it.
Preach.
So that was probably one of my favorite sections of the video. What about you? What's your favorite section, I guess, or
my favorite section was almost definitely one of my favorites for sure is when Big Sean talks about how pretty much his story from going how things came real quick at first. Yeah. He had to put in the work, but the work don't get me wrong, he did a whole lot of work and said it's hard work, but the work didn't feel like hard work. And a lot of people overwork themselves, and I think we learned that from our parents' generation and stuff, and generation before that. You need to work hard, you need to do this, but overworking is inefficient as well.
Right. I got a note here just talking about how he said some of the most successful people only work a couple hours in a day. Yep. And like, but our parents teach us, like, get up, go to work. 4
jobs and you
ain't got enough money, you need to work another job. Like,
and it's nothing wrong with grinding like that, but it should be aligned to something. Like, you should be aligning that energy and focus towards what you really want to do. Now, if that's what you really want to do, nothing wrong with that.
And I even like the section where he was talking about how he was working so hard that he forgot to do his personal work. Like, there's work for, like, I got to do work. I got to, to work for the man.
I don't want to give the people I love my leftover self because I'm drained.
There you go. But he was basically, like, they talked about selfish versus self-care, right? You saying, like, it's selfish or it's ego to do the things you want to do, get a massage or do whatever, right? But really, you're taking care of yourself so you could be your best self for the people.
Red fish, blue fish, 1 fish, 2 fish. All that. For sure. Yeah, but that was probably like one of my favorite sections because, again, in this story, he was just pretty much talking about how he got signed with Kanye and stuff. But, again, all the work he did in preparation for it and how it kind of like all lined up. He was doing these freestyles at the radio station that helped him get comfortable with speaking. He had all these bars. He was selling CDs. So, again, he just goes into depth about that. And it makes me think, again, about the spiritual retreat we took. Yeah. How stuff just flowed that we were planning or just going to do. Like, you led some, like, chakra thing. I had all these different videos that I had never even seen myself, but I just saved in my phone for literally no reason. I could not tell you a reason why I was saving these videos.
I think it's just been lining up. Like, it just, you'll start to see the work you're doing work for you, right?
Yeah, once you start getting clear and putting stuff out there in the universe and aligning your energy on something, you just keep getting little confirmations from the universe. Yeah. Stuff just starts happening even better than you could imagine.
Yeah, and he talks about, like, how his manifestation and visualization was a big part of his success, right? Like, he took time. It wasn't working out. He had got Kanye number and talked to him for a minute.
That's what I'm talking about.
But then, it's kind of stalled. And then he was like, nah, I got to stay locked in.
And at one of the biggest low points of his life then, and feeling all that ridicule from, like, your friends in college and your family saying, like, what are you doing? Your dreams not working type stuff. And then that's when, at that point, it all turns around and he puts his focus even more into what he really wants to do and trust that person on his shoulder. That, absolutely. Like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
So hey, man, it takes a brave soul to do that because, friend pressure and stuff and family, that's all just...
Your family, I mean, you don't want to disappoint your family.
Right.
You don't want to look like a fool in front of your friends, right?
And you don't want to make the wrong decision.
Facts.
You don't want to waste time.
Even for yourself.
Waste energy, none of that.
You feel like it's a waste of time. You're going to make a mistake. You don't want to be wrong. We get it. But I think that's kind of what where your faith comes in, right?
Come on, man. Fall
Where you
forward.
fall forward. You know,
What's fall forward mean to you?
oof. Fall forward to me means if I'm gonna make a mistake, make that mistake going forward. Make that mistake.
I love that.
Make that mistake charging in the right direction.
If you listen to all billionaire talk, millionaire talk, all they talk about is like, all I had to do was really get like one business I did at work, but you don't know anything about all the other stuff that failed that got me to it.
Right.
Falling forward. And don't get me wrong, a lot of people outside of our culture have the resources and the backing and stuff. They got better opportunities and all of that, fair advantages. But the way we grow up and the experience that we share as Black people, it gives us culture what other people don't have. It gives us stories. It makes us grind. It makes us be resilient and be able to like just keep doing what we do. Like you can put us in a different area, different
You can drop me in the middle of the jungle,
Come on,
baby.
man.
I'm gonna come
I
out.
just didn't know the Weezy bars like that to quote him. Drop me in the pot and I still come. That might be changed. See, I ain't even want to do it.
Don't mess it up. Don't mess it up.
All right, so what can you take from this video and apply to your life right now?
Let's see. You mentioned something earlier that I think I can apply as being blocked. Big Sean talks about like having those blocks. Sometimes they're placed on you by yourself, sometimes by others. But getting to that place where you're speaking things into existence and removing those blocks out of your life. And I think Jay Shetty commented something similar to you become what you think about.
Yeah. What you put your attention
What you put
on.
your intention on. And I always say, what you water will grow.
Mm-hmm.
Period. What you water will grow. So if you're focusing on that block, oh no, I can't do this. It just seems like I can't get out this funk. I can't seem to get up and go work out. I can't seem to get this book right. I'm trying to write this book and the words just not coming to me. You're speaking that thing into existence. Once you start saying, I'm gonna kill this book. I'm about to write 10 pages today. Easy. Like,
and as you fall forward doing that, you just keep getting better.
Keep getting
1% better.
Right.
Motion
Even if you do
versus
8,
action.
you 8. You was trying to write 10 pages, you wrote 8. Technically, you didn't reach your goal. That's a failure.
8 more than you used to.
But you fell forward.
8 more than you used to.
Come on, because you ain't do nothing yesterday or the day before that.
For sure. For me, I think, what can I take away and apply right now? Oh, easy. Now, I'm going to say the opposite of it, what I kind of don't want to happen, but I'm trying to get out of the habit of that as well, speaking on what I don't want to happen and speaking more on what I like, what I do want to happen and stuff like that. But I don't want to come across as preachy. Like, as like,
I feel it.
I don't want to come across as preachy. So how I do want to come across is like very open. I don't know if I came up with this bar myself or if this is from the video, but it's a thin line between opinion and judgment.
Okay.
It's a very thin line between that. So I just really want to try to, what is it? It's a Tracy Ellis Ross quote. I think I saw it on like where she talks about how I just hope that when
Being
people are around
people,
me,
that's
they
good.
just feel comfortable enough to be
They
themselves.
feel safe to be themselves.
And them thinking they love me, they really in love with themselves.
Ooh,
Flames.
that was a bar.
Flames.
That was
That's
a bar.
exactly what that.
Absolutely.
So if I had to describe it the other way, that's what I would like to spot. That's what I am going to be.
Absolutely.
See the progression work through.
Yeah.
Still working on that, but the biggest things I get from these videos and book reviews is just a shift in mindset.
Absolutely.
And we definitely can spend a whole episode talking about that, just like how these expanding of the mind, and it can just like never go back once you just hear like a certain phrase or something. It
Right.
can matter who it's coming from, where it's coming from. Like your mama can say something to you till she blue in the face. Then some old man that
Jay Shetty said it to me. I'm like, that was so deep. Wow, that was amazing.
Whoa.
He said a bar in there about target versus goal.
with the archery stuff.
Oh, the archery. Yeah, he was talking about like this dude was like, I want to learn how to do archery. And then
Come on, man.
He was like, I gave him like a twig. They built a twig to make a bow with a twig and like.
Y'all, the video only an hour. Watch it.
Yeah, just watch the video.
Watch the video.
Watch the video. But it's
Watch
amazing.
the
Just talking
video.
about like how sometimes you're thinking you're shooting for like this goal, but that's just the target, right? What your goal is to be able to do that target, you got to define that. It's bars in here
Bars galore.
for days. Talking about, another bar we say all the time. childlike, not childish.
What's in this book, Lindsay? Come on.
It's in there. Like, you want to be, when you're childlike, that's your imagination
It's
is
wide open. You have no. That's weird. You have no like restrictions by society put on you and stuff. But childish. That's like throwing tantrums.
Yeah,
and
you don't do that.
I can't think.
So it's just talking about just being childlike. Let your imagination grow wild, right? Don't put limits on yourself. I can't do that. I can't quit my job and go overseas. Yes, you can. If you want to, you can. You can make it happen.
I can't stress enough. It don't matter how young you are or old you are. Do what you want to do.
Do what you want to do.
Do what you want to do. Because there's another bar in here somewhere where it says something like, confidence. Mm-hmm. Nah, that ain't a bar.
Okay.
I want to be that old man that can tell stories. So let me think. What's the one? Oh, there it is. There it is. No, there it ain't. Oh, if you're going to do something, no, that ain't how it start. If you dream, nah, I know it.
Okay.
I do know it. It's right there.
I know you got it. I believe.
Oh, you might as well do what you want to do, because if you do what you want to do and mess up, you'll never feel bad because you at least attempted it.
Absolutely.
But if you go the other way and don't even attempt what you want to do and you fail at doing what you didn't even want to do,
what somebody else wanted you to do,
oh man,
how upset with yourself would you be?
Way worse.
Absolutely.
Once you hear something like that, you like, I might as well.
I'm good.
And again, you got to take everything with a grain of salt, lightly. You can't dig too deep into stuff, and you can't make stuff too broad. And like, you can take that how you want. Like, you got to be able to interpret stuff with the wherewithal. Wherewithal.
For sure.
But yeah, man, look, watch the video. Watch the video.
For sure. Definitely a bar.
Let us know what you think about it, what you got from it, if it helped you. Let us know if there's some other videos out there you think we should be watching or books to read.
We're open. Definitely
Very open
to books.
Like we keep saying, we're going to keep doing this. We're going to gradually get 1% better.
Each and every
Just
day.
keep showing up.
For sure.
We're going to challenge you to do the same thing.
Absolutely. I think this video will help you and anybody that's around you if you're open-minded and really want to work on yourself and get better. So I would recommend it. Sit down, watch it with anybody, your friends, whatever, in any kind of setting. I think it's a cool video to watch, and that hour flies by for sure.
Flies by, man. Hey,
for sure.
And don't wait. If you got something you want to change, do it now. If you can do something with it, do it now. Write a plan with it, just do something now.
You can manifest your dreams
right now.
Right now. Just operate in life as though God was going to grant you everything you asked for. Just go ahead and put it out in the air. Like,
and own it.
Own it, for sure.
I'm abundantly wealthy.
Abundantly wealthy.
I got too much money, Lindsay. I don't know what to do with all this money I got.
Hey, but you got to believe that. I'm so rich right now. Like, I'm rich.
Not like real money. Because I don't think money is real. I don't have like real cash on me. I do not have that.
Money ain't real.
I have the electronic kind. Just FYI.
Trying not to get robbed out here. I got the electronic money.
I can sell you something, but that has a limit on it as well. So you're not going to make off with a lot.
$1,000 daily limit.
That's a lot of -5. Just let you know you only get 5 off me. And you better hope I ain't made a transaction earlier in the week.
Because you might not
only get the
250
or something.
For sure. Yeah, so definitely watch the video. Tell us what you think about it. We want to see if you got some different bars in it. Maybe we missed something. So we're definitely open to that. You're here with Yogi LG.
And Zen P.
Don't forget, protect your peace and
protect your energy, man.
We out.